So to all of you who said, hey Kari, go to Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, thank you. This cemetery is amazing. We are gonna go in, check out the 555 acres of cemetery here. First burial was back in 1864, and there have been over 200,000 burials here since. There's 27 miles of paved roadway through the cemetery. It is just stunning. I could take pictures here of headstones all day long and still not have captured all the unique, cool things that can be seen within this cemetery. So much history, so many cool things to see. So we're gonna go on a little tour, show you some of the most interesting spots, a few notable burials, and just check out everything that is amazing here at Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis. So one key thing here in Indiana that you can have is more than one funeral related business. So crematory, cemetery, funeral home. You can have all those things together in this state. All states you cannot do that. So here on the grounds, they do have their funeral home, and they also do have a crematory on the grounds as well. We are going to focus on the cemetery for our tour today. Wondered when a cemetery started, maybe who was the first person that was ever buried there. Well, here at Crown Hill, the first burial was of a Lucy Seton, and this is her grave here. Kind of cool, in 555 acres. Right here is where it all began. Here they have a companion meadow, is what they call it. And this is where animals and humans can be buried in the same memorial garden. So let's check out what this looks like laid out. This section of Crown Hill Cemetery is really cool to me. So as you can see, there's several large markers. These are all commemorative of different cemeteries, small cemeteries in the area that were moved. All the people were disinterred and they were all moved and reburied here in the cemetery. They don't have individual markers, but all those bodies were moved off of these private small cemeteries to Crown Hill to be reburied here. And these markers tell about each of those cemeteries. So one thing I love about this cemetery that I found out is how much they want to be part of the community. A lot of times the cemetery is that place off on the corner of town that nobody goes to, nobody wants to really visit, but they have created, we've talked about, there's the tree program, there's over 100 species of trees here. They have an arborist on call all the time to take care of these trees. They have tags on them, you can sponsor a tree. Classes come here to go around and collect leaves and study these trees. It is amazing. They also have this area here in the middle, and they have concerts in the cemetery in the summer, or they do like Civil War reenactments or different like war reenactment things out here on this field. So they bring in school kids and they bring in groups, and they've made this a community space, not just for the dead, but for the living. I love that they reach out and have done that in the community.
Children can come out here and do tours. They have a walking tombstone and tree tour, actually, where you can buy tickets and come out and do a walking tour.
So this is really cool to me. This is the Kitchen Bradley burial spot. And as you can see, there's two different colored stones, colors. So when the last of the family was all buried, they then sealed up with this middle secondary stone. And so this is completely sealed. So I'm gonna do a little more research, see if we can actually find out how many people are buried in here. Because there's no names on it. So it's a little mystery, but it's pretty cool.